Well, we're back again for another edition of Te Akau TV. Reese Trumper, Te Akau's racing manager, joins us again this week. Reese, how's things travelling with you?
Very well, thanks, Hazy. Unfortunately, the weather hasn't played its part this week. We had a big squad to trial at Te Awamutu, but we have to sit on them for an extra week. But it is springtime, and the weather gods aren't with us at the moment.
Well, hopefully they will be soon. Of course, it's the last official day of winter there on Saturday before we roll into spring there on Sunday. And we've got the Tarzino to look forward to the week thereafter. So the good racing's definitely just around the corner. But there's a couple of nice gallopers that are likely to go around this week down in Wanganui and, of course, Riccarton Park. And we've got one running over there in Caulfield as well. So plenty to look forward to. A quick look at the week that's been. Obviously, Stony Breck won well there on the synthetic Cambridge yesterday.
He did win well. It was a great effort. It was a good ride by Opie under a big weight. But the horse loves the poly surface, and there's no reason why he can't continue to win more races.
And I guess a special mention to Leaderboard coming second there in the Grand National. That's probably a feat that hasn't been achieved before for Te Akau race.
Exactly. No, it was a great effort by him. He was tough as. Obviously, the last bit, we just got a bit tired, but there was a few horses that were really tired in that race, but he was tough. And next season's going to be even better for him. He was still learning his craft. So look forward to him jumping next season.
And Skew Whiff looked good in the Foxbridge. She looked the winner at one point up the straight there. She's really going to appreciate that run under her belt heading towards the Tarzino.
Exactly, and the step up to 1,400 metres on a track that looks like it'll be decent with some fine weather next week will suit her a lot. She really ran bravely.
And Sans Doot also flashing home there at the Valley in the Carlylon Stakes. Another good run heading towards, obviously, another good campaign.
She ran great, so we'll head back up the straight at Flemington next time in the Bobby Lewis, where she is so effective, but her sectionals were really good the other day.
Well, let's kick off down the line there in Whanganui there in the first race of the day, the two-year-old race for the two-year-olds, the Dave Hoskin Courier's maiden two-year-old 800. Two runners. I guess the first one's a bit of an interesting one. A horse owned by Yulong, hasn't been to the trials yet, has Craig Girls on board.
It's great to have a horse for Yulong in the stable. Look, he's Alvin Oaks winner, so you'd think once he turns through and gets over more ground, he's going to be a lot more effective. But his work on Wednesday was excellent. He's been very professional right through his whole campaign. He's a big, solid sort of horse that is out of a Group 1 two-year-old winning sire, so there's no reason why he couldn't run a bold race. From the draw, we'll just leave it up to Grillsy. Two-year-olds are very unpredictable this time of the year.
And the Schnitzel Colt 2 Bravery Born comes out of the same trial there as the race favourite Toretto.
He trialled up really nice. He was doing his best work on the line. The 800 metres is going to suit him. Opie up's a massive plus. It's very unpredictable what two-year-olds are going to do this time of the year, but he's been very professional. He's a lovely sort of colt by Schnitzel, and expect him to run a really big race.
And race 5 there, the listed HS Dyke Wanganui Guineas, 3-year-old set weight 1,200. Unbridled Joy, a bit of an interesting runner, gets his chance to put his hand up as he heads towards, I guess, the 2,000 Guineas and bigger races through his prep.
Raced in a lot stronger races as a 2-year-old. He hasn't popped up at the trials yet, but colts tend to do that. They can leave their best form to race day. The good thing about it is he has drawn the outside, and it will be a wet track, so he will get to the best part. It's just whether his mind's on the job or not. But if he brings his A game, he's certainly up to winning it.
Excellent. Heading down the line further to Christchurch, there at Riccarton Park, race number 2, Christchurch Casino 29th South Island Awards, 13th of September, rating 65. Bella Mio and Vivacious find their way in this quite a decent-sized field.
Bella Mio, he just kept running honest race this last preparation. We've taken all the gear off him, back to 1,000 metres. They should go hard up front, which would set it up for a horse like him. But he is first up off a freshen up, so whatever he does do on Saturday, he's certainly going to improve off. Vivacious has settled into a routine really nicely down there. She's a very speedy sort of daughter of Dundee, and she's forward enough for a bold showing in this race. And from a good barrier with Woodamoo pin up, she certainly looks a top 3 chance.
And race for the Vale Kevin Hickman 3-year-old set weight and penalties 1,000 metres to take their place About last night and the Victress.
About last night was really good when winning debut as a 2-year-old. Then we just had a few problems with her post that. She hasn't really come up at the trials. The 1,000 metres will suit her from a nice draw with no weight on her back is key. Just not sure how genuine she is, but whereas the Victress has trialled out really good. She was really good when winning at Tiara on debut. Obviously, her next 2 starts were a bit head scratchers, but she's got to the South Island in good order. 1,000 metres is going to be her go from a good draw. She looks very hard to beat.
Race 5 there, the New Zealand Cup Week tickets on sale 1st of September, rating 75. El Viento, the son of El Rocker, draws wide in barrier 14, but has Wuramu Pin on board.
Look, he's a horse that is going to get back. He can get up over racing a bit, but he runs his best races when able to relax and get into a rhythm early. He won 2 very strong form races last season. He's a horse that we think can get through the grades down there and end up at a nice race during Cup Week. Obviously, whatever he does do on Saturday, he is going to improve off, but he definitely is forward enough to run a bold race.
And French Rose down the page there, another wide draw.
She was good when winning last start. Obviously, she finds herself in a very strong form race and stepping up in grade the 75 grade. It will be interesting how she does handle herself. She does have good gate speed, but she is a very unknown going up to the 75 grade.
Race 6 there, the Group 1 race day party, 14th September, rating 75, benchmark 1,800. Fellini takes his place, drawn barrier 13 with Wuramu Pin on board.
The 1,800 metres looks like it'll suit him off the way he's been racing. He hasn't really been letting down strongly. So from that draw, we'll just get him into a nice spot with plenty of cover, get him to relax and give him one last shot at them. But the 1,800 metres does look like it'll suit him.
And race 8 there, the TAB Open mile open handicap 1,600. Fierce Flight had a hell of a season last season, finishing up there, running 4th in the Auckland Cup before that, 2nd in the Wellington Cup. He looks a stayer on the rise. He
does. He's a horse that gets better as he gets deeper into preparation. So just watch him to be hitting the line over the mile.
Excellent. And the last runner of the day there in race 9, Kabugi, in the Racecourse Hotel and Motor Lodge, rating 65, benchmark 1,400.
Draws just continue to keep costing us with this horse. He's not a horse that is ideal on the inside. Unfortunately, he has drawn the inside again, but we've taken the blinkers off him, put a shadow roll on, and from all reports, he worked very well in it. Wuramu Pin's riding really well. Back to 65 grade does help him. He is a horse that we had a lot of time for as a 2- and 3-year-old. So if he can recapture that form, he's certainly going to be riding it.
And over to Caulfield there in the Group 3 Cochrane Stakes. Quintessa has to lump the top weight there, being a Group 1 winner from the Levin Classic. Carries 60 kilos. How's she going to go on Saturday?
She's got a great fresh record. Obviously, her 1,200 metre record is very effective as well. Obviously, the 60 kgs is going to make it tough for us. But Daniel Stackhouse has ridden well for Mark and Ben over there already, so we're happy to have him aboard. But definitely, whatever she does do over the 1,200 metres, she's certainly going to improve off when she gets back up over more ground in time.
Excellent, Reece. Well, where are we going for our best bet this weekend?
We'll head to Riccarton, the Victress.
Excellent. Well, thanks for your time, Reece. Good luck at the Matamata Awards tonight, and we'll catch you again for Tarzino next weekend.